Mm, mm, mm. We're live. We're live. Morning, afternoon, good evening. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. And this month is difficult to trade. I was watching my journal yesterday, and I'm definitely gonna stop trading when I have other things to do. I get distracted and out of my routine. On top of the fact that I'm finding excuses now, it's just disappointed with what happened yesterday. Now, because of that, today I'm going to trade a challenge account, and I'm going to take a break, most probably for this week, from trading the live account, just due to the fact that we have not been consistent this past few weeks, and that's because of market conditions. And I'll be honest, we are NFP week. Nasdaq took all-time highs, ES did not. We are beat 50 points away from all-time high. And today it looks like it's going to be very choppy, and I don't really expect a lot of things to happening because it's the first day of the month. Hello Santosh, hello everyone. It's first day of the month. We're having a power of 3, which means we're going to be bearish for a day or two. We're going to set up for what's going to happen on Thursday. And at 9:30 we're going to have Fed Chair Powell speaking. Then at 10 o'clock we're going to have manufacturing PMI. In addition to job openings and manufacturing prices, which is like we have 3 pieces of high impact news expected starting 9:30. With that in mind, I'm not gonna trade the live account today at least. I want to see what the price is gonna do because I don't like the price action this morning. And we're gonna have, let's see, and we're going to have, and also Dow Jones has not reached all-time highs, so the Nasdaq is the first one. And we're gonna assume we're gonna reach all-time highs, but I believe we're gonna have some type of correction. In order to have a correction on ES and Nasdaq, let's go back to Nasdaq. We're gonna have to take the low of the week. That's kind of how I anticipated today. That means 751 should be up for grabs. Now where is 751? Low of the week. Okay, so low of the week will be the new day opening up. Yeah. So I expect for us to go further down this morning, be a bit bearish. Most probably we're gonna set up something for later this afternoon, or the news are gonna take us back up. But right now I am bearish. Bearish, thinking about this relative to equal lows, about this new week opening gap as well. And obviously we're trading challenge accounts, so We're gonna take more risks. But yeah, we can try gold. Okay, let's look at gold. What's there to try? Why would I want to trade gold? Is consolidating while trading inside this inversion fair value gap. So right now we need to be bullish on gold, right? Inside of this breaker as well, because there is a breaker. Let's look on the 1 hour. Don't really know how gold is moving, I'll be honest. But we're having this fair value gap over here, so if you want to trade gold, you need to buy it over here at 356 and place your stop loss at 350. Now, do I want to do that? Not really. Not really. Bitcoin. Relative equal lows. And we're bearish. And apparently we left some relative equal highs. So yeah. Not gonna venture myself in murky waters just because we don't have price action on ES or Nasdaq, because I increase my risk as well by trading, for example, gold. I'm not accustomed to the price action. There are certain signatures that I find in Nasdaq that I trade. So right now on Nasdaq, I would buy here. You have a potential inversion fair value gap with two relative equal highs inside the fair value gap. So this would be a buy, but you have a volume imbalance. So is that what you really want to do? So yeah, plus you have all this liquidity to relative equal lows. So yeah, I don't really trade other tickers without backtesting. That's it. Right now this is a buy, right? So yeah, I'm curious if I'm buying one contract of gold, what's my stop loss gonna look like? Can I buy it? I can buy it. If I sell it here, yeah, this is the thing. I don't even know how much am I risking. What's my risk reward like? Yeah. Yeah, basically I'm buying this inversion fair value gap together with this breaker. This is where I would sell it at a high. That's how much are we on the day? On 64, I think that's a lot. We're buying the high basically right now. We just want to attack the high of the day, which is very wrong, but yeah. Yeah, so basically we stand to lose something like $200. Okay, that's not a lot. Mhm. Yeah, I don't quite find it quite feasible, but I just wanted to dip my feet in the water just a bit because we're not gonna trade Nasdaq for 30 minutes. That's for sure. It's just a 250,000 challenge account, yeah. It's been I haven't reset it or anything. I have like 2 or 3 weeks left. I haven't traded prop firms anymore, but I an email just reminded me that I have this active, so might as well take a break from the live account and just study a bit more considering what happened yesterday. I need to stop trading that account just for the moment. I was just trying to check online if Chair Powell is gonna have this interview live. I don't know what's happening to me this morning. I'm really struggling in finding my words. I had a very bad sleep. But yeah, let's go back now to Nasdaq because this is silly. Yeah, nothing is on their website, so gonna have to excuse me today if you see me mumbling a lot. I've been having a bad night. Well, there's no reason now to go long as long as we're stuck in this range. We have relatively cool lows here. Like, what would you buy? You are trading basically inside a 5 minute CB. Meanwhile, you have this big new week opening gap over here. What would be a target and why? Yeah, but what's the reasoning? Why would you go long? Like, what's your point of entry? What's the market structure that is going to convince you we're going to turn bullish suddenly? Because right now, all I can see us being inside this 5 minute CB. Mm-hmm. 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 We're between midnight and 8:30 open, which means consolidation and uncertainty. I'm not comfortable with the fact that all this week we have traded without touching the new week opening gap. We do not have the power of 3 on Nasdaq. Or if the power of 3 is us taking the high end and moving lower, that would be it. So bear in mind we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 green candles in a row. So we're bound to have some consolidation or choppy markets. Yeah, but we have this volume imbalance, which is a new week opening gap. So as much as I agree with you, I don't think we can be quite certain on bullishness as much as we cannot be certain about being bearish. I believe the bias is very unclear this morning, and I'll go more for. I understand we left relative equal highs plus Asian highs has been untouched. I agree with that, but I believe there's more to the story this morning. Let's be a bit patient. Nobody knows. If you're willing to scalp for 10, 20 points, I understand. Okay, that's a scalp, but I like bigger trades. And not in terms of home runs. You need a clear direction because if you're just aiming at the dartboard, you're gonna miss a lot of times. You need a narrative. Otherwise, I'm not gonna be comfortable in holding in a trade. I really wish we could listen to music and stuff like this. Because there are times when price is gonna act like this. And there's nothing we can do, honestly. ES is looking more bullish. After what happened yesterday, it was a massacre. It was a massacre. Nah. I have my playlist. I'm listening to my artists. There's no point in just playing some random music. I want to play some Central C. What else? Yeah, Central C seems to be popping right now a lot. I'm with the young generation. Or at least I try to be. Mm-hmm. Quite sleepy, as you can observe. Therefore, my patience is stretched, and I'm not gonna be. Might get tilted easily, so I'm gonna have to stay on guard for that. So let's say right now I want to short 800, 830. I would risk it only 500. We have some relative equal highs on ES. Relative equal lows, I'm sorry. There you go. These two 1 hour candles. Indeed, we have SMT, but we have this new week opening up. So all I'm thinking right now is actually a good short. Let's see. I believe 10 o'clock is gonna be very violent. I was watching some videos with Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't know if you're watching football, European football at least. Got me sad. I realized I'm getting old. So we don't have a point of entry, unfortunately. And we have news in 15 minutes. Yeah, he's old, but he's still playing. It's just impressive. That guy is paving a new way of treating football as a profession. Like, it's impressive. At his age, most of the people already have a belly and they drink beers. And I mean ex-footballers, not just average people. And he's out there putting numbers, so I always consider Messi to be the best because he's extremely talented, but I admire Ronaldo's work ethic. So there are both of them are top on my list. Top. To be 40 and training every day and taking care of your diet, and it's just how I don't know. You're humans too, but I work out 3, 4, 5 times a week. It depends. I have days when my personal life is not okay, and I let I keep on slacking. I want to have my glass of wine. I want to eat whatever takeout. But basically, the brain is hijacking you all the time because of emotions. And that guy is just putting up numbers and he doesn't need it anymore. He has the money, he has the lifestyle, he doesn't need to work anymore. But he keeps on doing it, so to be honest, I think he's crazy enough to try to get enlisted in the squad. I think that's what he's trying. He has some obsessive compulsion. Something is rooting there for him. I think he's dealing with some traumas over there. I don't know if you heard of the syndrome of nail pitting. It's basically when someone is uncontrollably eating his fingernails because he's very stressed and whatever reasons you have. And that's something he does. So, yeah, I believe for him it's just a way to cope with life. Probably he promised himself when he was very poor that he will never be in that position. So now it's just an obsession for him. If he doesn't do anything, I don't think he feels good mentally. And yeah, that's to be honest. This is what's something that I would like, a kind of scenario. Obviously, nobody's gonna see Ronaldo deserving World Cup because he's not gonna play a lot. But I would like for him to have that. I know that's important to him. He's worked hard to be where he is, so he deserves it. Messi was just blessed by God. Meanwhile, Cristiano, he had some talent, but he worked a lot to get where he is. So, yeah, I think he deserves it. And in my mind, I believe he's trying his best. That's why he's one of the reasons he's trying to keep his health in check and still play professional because he wants to try the World Cup. And he has influence back home. So if he's going to be an active player, even as an honorary, they're still going to enlist him in the squad for... Which one is it going to be? 2028? No. 26? I don't know. When is the World Cup? When was it last time? In 2024? Yeah, I don't think he's going to make it. Uh, Yeah, I understand we have SMT, but we did not respect this 5 minute fair value gap. Meanwhile, we're having volume imbalances. And yeah, ES is running higher, but we have news in 10 minutes. So, yeah. 2022, huh? Nah. Really? Wow. I just realized how fast I'm getting old, guys. Because I remember being with my friends watching the final. It's fascinating what's happening to me these days. Yeah, I think he has a chance. He has a chance for sure. Mm-mm. Yes, is running ferociously. Let's see. Animation football, I don't think I'm into that. And I'm not bored, I have a lot of things to do. But right now, uh, I'll look into it, but it doesn't sound interesting. Versus aliens, no, that's not my thing, man. Okay, so ES is running. Most probably they want to attack the Asian highs. Meanwhile, Nasdaq is just behind. Interesting. Very difficult to trade nowadays. Look at ES. ES left relatively cool lows. Meanwhile, it wants to attack the Asian range and this high. Uh, oh, oh, okay. This is a Dow. Okay, I see what's happening with the gold. Never mind. Yeah, I mean, you can try to buy this one here. Aim for the highs. Well, as far as I know, the speech was supposed to be at 9:30, and I don't know what happened. Because on the Federal Reserve.gov, they're not talking about him. No, they're not. Most probably they want to turn bullish, but you don't have a point of entry. This is too uncertain. So right now you would just trade on. You don't even have a breaker. This at the open, if you can consider it a breaker, but yeah, no. Maybe this 2-minute fair value gap here. You place a stop here at 79. High impact news in 5 minutes, so in 4 minutes. Yeah, I'm sitting on the sidelines. Yeah, that's not my concern. My concern is the volatility that might come. And I don't really have a good point of entry. The only one would be a speculation of me buying this inversion fair value gap on the 5 minute. And this order block here. But it's not enough for me. It's not enough. Yeah. Nothing is certain. Like, you have relative equal highs. Meanwhile, we have new week opening up. It's just you're consolidating. And on ES, you have relative equal highs and relative equal lows. So you don't want to be in this market. Yeah, let's say right now you have breaker, 5 minute fair value gap. Okay. How do you know they're gonna sweep these two relative equal highs and they're just gonna come off to this next? You don't know. It's just not certain. So 38. And as I said, I was bearish to begin with. So now it's just seeing all this bullishness here. It gives me second thoughts. Therefore, when you have reasons to go long and go short, you don't enter a trade at all. Simple as that. Mm-hmm. 3, 2, 1. ES is respecting the 5-minute fair value gap for now. Do you see anything of high probability? Because I don't. These are not the type of markets that you want to trade. We are day traders, but this doesn't mean we have to trade every day. And that's a very solid piece of advice that sometimes I don't listen to either. I don't have something of high probability, so I would, at this point, I would just flip a coin and say, okay, go long or go short. But see how different they are. ES wants to go higher. Nasdaq is going lower. Gold is a mess. Nothing impressive. Zero. No high probability setups, and not a lot of speed. You don't have direction, you don't have speed. This seems to be the bias of the week so far. We are at all-time highs while waiting for NFP. I'll wait until 10:30, otherwise I'll close the stream. There's no reason for us to be trading today, if no setup presents until then. Might as well go to the gym or something. Actually, I'll sleep. Well, see, let me explain to you how I can realize that some days are gonna be choppy, the way I noticed yesterday and today as well. Every morning I wake up, I look at the charts, and I start from 3 months in. We just started a new quarter, right? Look at the power of 3 we had on the previous quarter. Obviously we ended strong because we ended at all-time highs, but still right now we just started this quarter. Looking at a monthly, even if you want to go higher, if you want to go lower, you either need to get past the previous month's high or just dig a bit deeper, either in this inversion fair value gap or the mid of this week or this this liquidity, if you want to drag it from here through here. So basically mid of this liquidity over here would be 22,463. Like you have so many points in which you can pick a retracement and just watch it, because you cannot trade off of it until you have this order block over here. Basically what I'm trying to emphasize on is the fact that we didn't have the power of 3 to the downside. Even though you want for the price to go higher, you still need some downside to this candle. Is the power of 3. This is how price works. You see this big body over here, you have a wick up, a tail down. It goes with most of the candles. Some very bearish candles once in a while it happens, but here you had news, you had incentives, and right now you're close to all-time high. So this is kind of like what you're anticipating. 8 out of 10 candles, they both have wicks to the upside and to the downside. So this is the premises I'm gonna go into every month, into every week. We're gonna have power of 3 on each candles. So now I see the fact that we don't have any sell sign being taken on the weekly. On the monthly, we had 6-7 candles in a row that were bullish. Meanwhile, we started today I'm asking for bearishness. Let me just check the. Oh, okay, nothing interesting happening. We we had the Asian range and no upside to it, only downside. Usually, I would like for us to start take the Asian liquidity and just be bearish, but we're not like you have reasons to be bullish, you have reasons and incentives to be bearish. Therefore, when you cannot pick a bias, you're gonna be in consolidation. And it's bound to happen after so many green candles after all this movement. So yeah, right now there's nothing to short here. Plus we have this volume imbalance on the 5 minute. Basically these are the news. And yeah, let me get some nuts or something. Yeah, I love cashew and walnuts. But yeah, I I apologize for my unprofessionalism. I'm just trying to make myself busy because this market is not ideal for trading. Yeah, it is not. And the funny thing is, today is Tuesday. On Friday is July 4th, National Day, not trading. On Thursday, I'm not gonna trade my live account on NFP, that's for sure. So we have only today, which already established is not ideal for trading, and tomorrow. So one day of trading. Uh, what am I gonna do now? Which fair value gap am I gonna buy? I buy this one, and which one is gonna be my stop loss? 60 points. 1 minute, 30 points would be $600. We have SMT with ES, but yeah, it's just ugly. Can I put things here? Oh, I can. Interesting. I never knew that. So we have relatively cool highs incoming. We just took those. Yeah. Even if the price would come down here, I would not buy this fair value gap. I have two more below. So I would bet they're manipulating the price now just to come back down. If it goes higher today, so be it. I'm not gonna trade it. It's just bad price action. I'll just go back to watching Mad Men. I started a new show. I like it. But yeah. We're touching the mid of the Asian range with ES. ES looks like it wants to take the high of the Asian range. And the Asian range would be right here, around those areas. 658, not far away. Why are you trading gold? I just said you're in premium. So going long in a premium is not smart. Basically, you're trying to buy the top of the candle on the daily. Oh, sorry. Try not to revenge trade. Take it as a very expensive lesson. But don't try to place any more trades. Take 5 minutes. Yeah, please do. The market is gonna be here tomorrow, I promise. Take some deep breaths, they always help. Indeed, expensive. I wish I could say it's the last one, but it's gonna happen. Maybe not in the same form, but you're gonna pay a lot of expensive lessons if you choose to stay in the market. I know I did. I still do. I just ate 150 grams of nuts in 20 minutes. We left relative equal highs. We're turning very bearish. And we had no point of entry. I was looking at this candle here. I wanted to short it. Wait, but we did not have any retraction into it. So I'm happy I did not participate today. If you can, if I can exclude those $200 because I wanted to see the gold and if I can trade it, but yeah. Difficult days in the markets. And to be honest, I'm happy for days like this because 2 years ago I would have never imagined myself just looking at the chart and say, yeah, there's nothing in store for me today. There's nothing for me to buy. Therefore, I'm going to sit on the sidelines. This would never happen 2 years ago. So yeah, sometimes the best way to win is not to trade at all because you're preserving capital. I know it sounds like a cliche, but it's very important. When you have days like this and you can recognize them, it's just better to stay away. Right now, there's nothing I can trade right here. Nothing, zero. I don't care if the price goes up and down in flames or just in a straight line. Yeah, this is my cue. Thank you very much for being here today. I posted a new video. Feel free to like and leave a comment. Ivan, thank you very much for participating. It helps me a lot. I saw your comment, so it was very nice of you. And Watson, I'm sorry, just close your laptop, your phone, go to sleep, kiss the wife, and just forget about today. I'm sorry you had to learn this lesson, but sometimes it happens. But don't beat yourself up, okay? Tomorrow is another day. Tomorrow is another day. Don't beat yourself up. Believe me, most of us have been through that and we still are. Trading markets is more of a reflection of yourself and your habits. I'm learning that every day. So take care of you. Don't beat yourself over it. And we're going to see you tomorrow. I'm going to stream tomorrow and the day after tomorrow as well. I might not trade my real account, but I'm going to stream. See ya. Peace.